Hello, it's me, Alex, the founder of Dispatch Training Center. And today we are finishing our IFTA safety and compliance training. And I am more than pleased with my students because first, most of them took the dispatch training first and they decided they want to be the pro dispatcher. And without safety and compliance knowledge, it's impossible. Why? Because safety is connected to all the levels of logistics. It's connected to your insurance cost. It's connected to brokers giving you that good load. Also, the pro drivers will never gonna go work for the company where safety is neglected. You can become that pro dispatcher or safety manager, or you can be both. Why? Because the small carriers cannot afford two different people to help them run the business. So if you are looking to change your career, if you are looking to service small carriers, we have upcoming trainings in December. You can buy the combo and you can finish all three trainings. Hopefully, you're gonna listen to reviews of our students and you will decide that we are still number one training in the USA for pro freight dispatchers, safety and compliance, and IFTA. Why? Well, because first, we are not pre-recorded. We are up to date. And how can you resist my energy and knowledge? Register, sign up, and become a part of community that changes trucking for the better. Let's go with Zarina. So Zarina, tell me, what do you think the difference between freight dispatch training and safety and compliance? And should people combine them?
Yes, from my side, I would really recommend to combine because when you come to this safety and compliance, when you are checking all the information through this FMCSA website, so you can see that whatever we were learning in the dispatch, it comes at the end, and then you just get a refresh, and then you learn. I would say it's more uh, efficient to have it like this. I'm very much happy that I first of all, I'm very much happy that I was passing through the dispatch course. I would be really love to do that the second time because I'm just becoming more professional, and then how interactive I would be in the second course. I mean, my second participation. But then my husband said that, are you going to be the eternal pupil or student? And just always just like you need to jump into the business and do it. Huh? Just you need to do. So, but really like having the pro dispatch, I'm not talking about the dispatch course because your course is really professional.
Oh,
And I was putting my review there. I hope you have read it.
I
So I
did.
put
I
even
replied.
yes, I put even the points why I call it pro. So and then when I jumped to IFTA and then also went through this safety and compliance. Really, it gives so much of the information. I need to absorb it, but at the same time, it really helps. If you just do only one course, let's say I'm not doing the dispatch, so it will be just like yes, of course, you will be coming to the professional level of the safety and compliance through learning, but when you know already the dispatch is a grassroots for the tracking because you knowing everything. You shouldn't be a lazy dispatcher. You should come from the angle, as you say, from the educational part. So you need to learn. So and then I would be saying that I'm very much satisfied and I highly recommend your courses, particularly for the safety and compliance. I highly recommend that to be combined all together. I would be really like giving you an advice or even request so that you do it like even in your advertisement. So you just do it like this. So Pro Dispatch, then IFTA, and then people, of course, they will be just choosing, but I will be highly recommending to take all the course because then you will be just like really you will be brainly, you will be satisfied with this. And I will be just I'm very much thankful to you. So you are great teacher. So don't get upset when you are just getting lazy students. I'm a teacher myself with my background, yeah, so I know what it is to be a lazy student, and I'm really sorry that I was. But it's just because I think it's because of ages and also you just getting occupied with some family issues, etc. So and then my husband was also giving me headache, so I need to cook something, and then I need to just like leave some of my learning uh, process. So thank you very much. I highly recommend this. I will leave the written also review, and I hope to see you soon in Qatar. And
Yes.
I really, really wish that whatever idea, it shouldn't be like something you're already doing, but maybe with something in future where you see my capacity so that we do it together. So
Sounds
thank you very much. I highly recommend it.
Thank you, Zarina. And I know you're gonna redo the stuff which you need to finish with all the
Yes, sure.
quizzes and homework. I know you're gonna do it, but again, today was kind of putting all together, and it's important, whatever. Knowledge is a power, right? But without implementing, without using it, without polishing the skills,
Yeah.
it's just a power. But to become a superpower, you need to use that knowledge. We have a lot of intelligent people, right? If you talk to them, they are so smart. They have two master's degrees. They read all the books. They can talk about subject. But then you look at their success. They did not achieve much. Why? Because knowledge without implementation, knowledge without using it, knowledge without improving it, it's just a knowledge. Yes, your IQ can be here, but your success rate can be here. So what I'm teaching you in Draken, you have to utilize it all together. Without knowledge, you cannot become good. But now it's time for you to start implementing. And yes, your husband is right, because if you're gonna just wait for another extra class from Miss Alex, while you're never gonna start the business, you have enough. And actually, I think that's what's going to happen. I think once in 2 weeks, I'm going to do the 2 day webinar to refresh on what else going on. One day it's going to be on dispatch, one day it's going to be on safety. So you kind of even share what you're dealing with, what problems. I think if people want to do that, it would be smart to sign up for that, because again, you finish all these classes, then you start, then you get burned out, then you need to kind of some accountability. And of course, when you sign up and I see you and you're going to tell me, oh, I did not start it, or then you sign up and you see, well, Miss Tinsley already has 2 3 careers, she's done it, and you still did not even went through the folders, well, that's called accountability, but not to me, not to your teammates, but to you. So unfortunately, that's why schools have what? When you get any license, right? You get any license, we have to go through what? Extra training, right? We have to take 24 hours of continuing education, right? We still need to pass some tests. Unfortunately, in trucking, it doesn't exist, and that's why. That's why trucking fails so hard in USA, because there is no education whatsoever. There is no licensing. There is no continuous education, and that's a problem. The problem is not drivers. The problem is not the market. Problem is the basic education and improving that and using it. But thank you so much, Zarina. So yes, we'll see you in Qatar, Miss Tinsley. What do you think?
Amazing, simply amazing. From the very beginning, just looking at how you have your patience and your level of just knowledge has just expanded my world in the trucking so much. And I'm even having conversations with other people, letting them know about the trucking, about safety dispatching, and letting them know I'm already considering myself as I'm a professional safety and IFTA compliance manager. So in my conversation now, I'm even implementing it, and in doing so, it's allowing me to even go through and retrain myself and bringing up some of the things that we learned. So it's going to be an amazing new shift for me, and your guidance, and still being able to connect to you, through other resources and businesses is going to be absolutely amazing. So 100 stars to you for this, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Tinslish. You always commenting and you always sharing all the links and everything. I really appreciate that. So really like that you start posting. Just make sure that it's correct. And again, you have lots and lots of things now, right? So you can actually reuse it and educate people for free, because when you share something, well, you'll get them as a client, but the first you need to make sure that you still helping, because I gave you a lot of things that you can share, because sharing it's caring, right? That's what we say in USA. And in this industry, hopefully, it's not only me. That's why I need good students who finish up. That's why I need a good future dispatcher, safety manager, because what is our mission, Miss Tinsley? What is our mission?
Making trucking for the better.
Changing trucking for the better. And unfortunately, one person cannot do that. But with every class, with every year, we are adding together, right? So we have power.
Yes, we do.
Thank
you so much. And I'm still connected to you on other levels, but I'll be sending, I can still message you for help, right?
Of course you can. Of course, yeah. That's why I said you guys can message me. Sometimes I cannot respond right away, but usually I do respond.
Actually, this is, to be honest with you, Alex, this one was amazing. This is the best education I've ever had, because first of all, you take, the obscurity of trucking and like the blindness that people just go into trucking without knowing what's going on. You clarified everything through dispatching and now through IFTA and safety. Unfortunately, I was not prepared maybe for the safety because I underestimated the level of the info and just like the info, like a lot of information. So I was busy during this safety class, but it's opened a lot of things for me. I didn't know that trucking is this strict, and this you have to comply, you have to take care of a lot of aspects to be operating the business correctly. So you bring that to the table, and you showed us everything. You didn't hesitate. You gave us all the info. So I'm very grateful. I might take the safety class again, just because I was super busy during this time and I didn't study, but I have to go back to the material and read everything and maybe take it again just to benefit from it.
And remember, those Quizlets, right? They're still there for all this time. So make sure you go and you start taking one topic at the time. I'm adding, and adding. So you guys have access all this time. So make sure you do it.
And I highly recommend those classes because they're interactive, like your life. You get questions, you interact with the students. It's not like some pre-recorded class that you have to watch. And we ask questions, even sometimes we ask silly questions out of subject, but you keep up with us. And sometimes we get lazy too. So we need to, it's not you. You're the best. You're one of the top. I've been through, like I said previously, I've been through other classes. I've seen other people, but you give it everything. So I'm happy. Thank you so much for everything. And I hope we stay in touch and do other things.
Thank you, Habib. Sure, you're gonna make sure that you're gonna reread. You're gonna try to take your time, guys. You don't have to submit it tomorrow. It's better for you take your time for everything and then say, Alex, look at this. Even the planners. Well, I think if I create this planner, driver qualification, I would add this form, this form, this form, this. If I create the whatever, I will go through the chapter because it's available to you, right? The chapter, so I can see that you went. You can take 2 months. You can take 2 months is the most. That's it. I'm not going further, but at least do it, because again, it's a lot of information, and you can reuse a lot of forms and you can really help other people. Okay. And don't ever be that person. You're not going to share, because the better people do business, especially in trucking, the easier it's for everybody. If every dispatcher do better, it's easier for all of us. If every safety hires correct, well, it's better for us, right? Because that's we don't have that many accidents. We don't have all these scams. We don't have all this bad rep, because dispatchers have a really bad reputation. Why? Because most of them just call themselves dispatchers. They never even knew how to do that. That's why. And we deserve that, because when you don't really know what you're doing, well, you're not a pro dispatcher. You're not a pro safety. You're not a pro driver. We even know that, right? How many drivers drive and don't even know how to do PTI, how to open the hood, what he needs to have in a truck, right? So we fail on all the levels, unfortunately. Unfortunately, on all. And that's up to us to do what? Learn and implement.
And you know, I wanted to just add that you are in your training, you give us so much background and so many documents and everything to be able to, even if like you don't go back through the class, just going through the documents and watching the videos, you can you can put it together, and that is so helpful, because even in other courses that I've taken, no other class has ever given me the level of documentation to be able to make a successful venture just off of, you know, from learning from a class. You have to go and purchase other things, or you have to go and, you know, get other documents. You give us everything right up front. So that is also amazing. So
that's why, Ms. Tinsley, I always say I can afford my mission, and now I'm going to be sassy, and I'm still going to state it. I think I am the number one, and I am the best, because
you are number one.
I am not. It's not just about charging you for every piece of paper. It's giving you way more that you can even handle, so you can go back, because I am a teacher, and a true teacher, educator, is always gives more, right, Zarina? So people can go better. And that's why today I was a little bit upset. Why? Because as a real teacher, what do you want? You want your students to perform better than you. That's what the true teaching. That's why I was questioning, did I fail this class? Because this is the first class when I have this. And we have a small class, and I'm like, I guess I failed. I was guessing, did I do something better in the class?
You cannot just, no, you cannot judge like this, because your experience is priceless. What you have already passed through in the trucking business. So, no. Yeah. Just we will be just, for me, I'm just newcomer. For all those who are already in the trucking industry, so they will be just learning it step by step. So you are teaching already one part, the biggest part, and just expecting from us that we are going to be better than you now. You said now, so that it's a practice. We need
not now, but like showing. But I trust you guys, so I'll take this excuse. Usually, I don't take excuses.
You will be there to see. We will have it documented. Watch how we.
I am watching you, Miss Shan. Every time you post, I'm watching you. So sometimes I will text you, take this BS down before everybody else see it. Or,
okay.
Good job. Keep
okay.
Because I'm watching.